let's make some pepperoni bread. We're going to start off with my homemade bread dough. If you guys want to learn how to make that, just go ahead and click the link right up here, and it'll take you to watch how to make the dough up to this point. If you don't feel like making your own dough, I know at Walmart in the freezer section they do have frozen dough that is at this stage. You just have to take it out of the bag, set it on a cookie sheet, let it thaw out. It takes pretty much all day though, so whichever you prefer doing. All right, so we want to flour our counter, and we want to spread that out all over because we're going to roll this dough out fairly large, and it is at the nice fluffy stage right now because it was ready to go into the oven, but instead we're going to make this for dinner. So I just kind of poke all the air holes out of it and then flatten it out with my hands a few times, get both sides nice and floured. That way there's no sticking. And then you're going to get your rolling pin, and you just want to kind of work it out into a long rectangle shape. And this will take a little bit of time because the dough is wanting to pull back together, which is fine. You're just going to have to put a little muscle behind it. And it's always good. Your flour is going to expand as you're rolling, so it's good to pick up your dough and bring that flour back under so you're not sticking at the bottom. And pepperoni bread is kind of a mix of a pizza and a calzone, I would say. There's no sauce on the inside, so making a marinara or having a good store-bought marinara sauce is a great option for dipping. So we have a nice large rectangle here, and that's about the size that I want to get it to. So about that big. And then we're going to layer. First, we're going to start with some pepperoni slices. Just going to grab a handful and layer them all around the edges and fill up the inside. You can never have too much pepperoni. Just keep going around the edges. Put a few more on there. We don't want any really empty spaces. And you can put however much pepperoni you want. It's completely up to you. And then next we're going to get some mozzarella cheese. We're going to put that right on top. And again, just like the pepperoni, however much cheese you want inside. I just like to cover the pepperonis a little bit more. All right. Then for your next step, you're going to start at either this end or the opposite end, and we're going to roll it. Just keep rolling it over each other. And it's going to make a little loaf shape like this. Next, you want to get out a large cookie sheet, and you're going to need to spray this with some nonstick spray. Go ahead and just set it right in the middle. Usually I can only fit about one of these on a cookie sheet at a time because they do grow rather large while they're baking. And then I'm going to brush the top with a little bit of melted butter. And this is just to help the little bit of extra cheese that I add on top to stick, and also the Italian seasoning that I add. So you just want to coat it completely with butter. Make sure there's not really any missing spots. And then the cheese amount that goes on top is just a few sprinkles of cheese. It's more for looks. And then, can't get this open. There we go. Sprinkle a little bit of Italian seasoning over the top. And then I am also gonna go grab my garlic salt really fast because I put that on last time and it was very good also. So we're also gonna put just a little bit of garlic salt and really not a whole lot. All right, and then this is gonna go into a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. And whenever it's all done, we'll take it out and show you guys what it looks like. All right, so we're back and our pepperoni bread has baked in the oven for 45 minutes. Good sign that it's done. It's got crunchy exterior. It's nice golden brown. And then you're gonna wanna let this sit and cool for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna slice it up in slices this way. A bread knife works best, and then you can serve it with some marinara sauce. So we got a couple slices here. Let's give it a taste test. It's still very hot, so. And I went with some Rayo's marinara sauce. That's my favorite store brand sauce. Otherwise, whenever my garden produces fresh tomatoes, I like making my own. That is good. You can see the layers of cheese and pepperoni and bread. This is a definite must make for your family.